Welcome to Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support for when the divorce process has finished. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics related to post-divorce. Together, we'll explore the emotional, financial, and legal aspects of life after divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Welcome to another episode of Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to address, a common question, and that is, can I update wills and trusts online, or do I need an attorney after the divorce is final? Now, updating your wills and trusts after a divorce is a critical step in ensuring that your estate plans reflect your current wishes and circumstances. While there are online resources available for creating and updating legal documents, it's important to understand the limitations and risks involved. So let's take a look at these options. Updating wills and trusts online can be super convenient and often cost-effective, especially for individuals with relatively straightforward estate plans. There are many reputable online platforms and software programs that offer templates and guidance for creating and updating legal documents. And those include the wills and trusts and other estate planning tools. However, it's important to proceed with caution when using online resources for legal matters. While these platforms can be useful for simple estate planning needs, they may not provide the personal advice and expertise necessary to address more complex issues, especially in the aftermath of divorce. We know that divorce can have significant implications for your estate plans, including changes to beneficiaries, asset distribution, and guardianship arrangements for minor children. Working with an experienced estate planning attorney can help ensure that your documents are updated accurately and in compliance with state law. An attorney can provide personalized guidance based on your specific circumstances and help you navigate the complexities of estate planning after divorce. They can also help you anticipate and address potential challenges or disputes that may arise in the future, giving you peace of mind knowing that your wishes will be carried out as intended. Additionally, an attorney can help you explore other important estate planning considerations such as powers of attorney, healthcare directives, and tax planning strategies. These documents are essential for ensuring that your affairs are managed and your wishes respected in the event of incapacity or end-of-life care. While online resources can be a useful starting point for updating wills and trusts after divorce, it's ultimately advisable to consult with an attorney to ensure that your estate plans are comprehensive and legally sound. And also, you got to make sure it's tailored to your specific needs and objectives. Wrapping up, updating wills and trusts after a divorce really is a critical step in protecting your assets and ensuring that your wishes are carried out according to your intentions. While online resources can be helpful, consulting with an experienced estate planning attorney is really the best way to ensure that your documents are legally valid and comprehensive. That concludes our episode today of Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, I'm happy to help. Contact information is in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. As you already know, it is the start of your next great chapter. And with that, have a good day. Welcome to Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. The podcast where we explore the journey of rebuilding and rediscovery after the end of a marriage. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to dive into a critical yet often overlooked topic: how divorce affects your Social Security benefits once the ink is dried on the final papers. Now, many of us are familiar with the emotional and financial toll that divorce can take, but understanding its implications on government benefits like Social Security is equally important. So let's unravel this complex web together. And we're going to start with, really, it's essential to know that Social Security benefits are based on your work history, not your marital status. However, your marital history can have significant impact on the benefits you're entitled to, especially if you're married for a significant period of time. So what happens to your Social Security benefits once the divorce is final? Well, it largely depends on your unique circumstances. If you were married for at least 10 years and you remain unmarried, you may be eligible to claim benefits based on your ex-spouse's work record. That's right. Your ex's record might hold the key to unlocking benefits that you're entitled to receive. But hold on, there are some conditions to consider. To claim benefits based on your ex-spouse's work record, you must be at least 62 years old. And your ex-spouse must be entitled to Social Security, retirement, or disability benefits. If they don't get them, you don't get them. And here's the kicker. Even if your ex-spouse is remarried, it won't affect your eligibility for benefits based on their work record. Your claim won't reduce their benefits or affect the benefits of their current spouse. Now let's talk a little about the numbers. The amount you receive in benefits is based on your ex-spouse's record, and it's typically up to half of their full retirement benefit amount. However, if you claim benefits before reaching your full retirement age, your benefits may be reduced. So it's pretty important to plan strategically and consider the long-term implications of when choosing to claim benefits. Waiting until your full retirement age can result in higher monthly payments, providing greater financial security in your golden years. But what if you remarry after divorce? Does that change the game? Unfortunately, yes, it does. If you remarry, you generally lose the ability to claim benefits based on your ex-spouse's work record. However, if your subsequent marriage ends due to death, divorce, or annulment, you may once again become eligible to claim benefits based on your former spouse's record. As with any aspect of divorce and financial planning, it's essential to seek guidance from professionals who can navigate the intricacies of Social Security benefits. Understanding your rights and options can empower you to make informed decisions about your financial future. So you may want to look up, that local financial advisor and see what they can do to assist you. A tax accountant can also have some information that could be a benefit as well. Divorce, really is a chapter that's filled with new opportunities, and Social Security is even a part of that. It's kind of crazy to think about, but the reality is, if you're married over 10 years, you actually have the ability to claim some part of Social Security on their work record, as long as you're over 62 and never remarried. That's all for today's episode of Breaking Ties, A New You After Divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Take care. Hi, and welcome back to Breaking Ties, A New You After Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to tackle a common question. Should I wait to start dating after the divorce is final? Now, to answer this question really isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. It's a deeply personal decision that depends on your various factors, including your emotional readiness, the circumstances of your divorce, and your individual goals and values. Here are some things to consider when deciding whether to start dating after your divorce is final. We're going to start with, taking time to focus on yourself and your healing process. Divorce can be emotionally taxing, and it's essential to give yourself the space and time you need to process your feelings, grieve the end of your marriage, and rediscover who you are as an individual. Consider your reasons for wanting to start dating again. Are you seeking companionship and connection, or are you hoping to fill a void left by your ex-spouse? It is important to approach dating from a place of self-awareness and authenticity rather than seeking validation or validation from others. Reflect on your past relationship and the lessons you've learned from it. Take the time to identify any patterns or behaviors you may have contributed to the breakdown of your marriage, and consider how you might use this insight to build healthier relationships in the future. Be honest with yourself about your emotional readiness to enter into a new relationship. Are you still carrying emotional baggage from your marriage? Or do you feel genuinely ready to open your heart, to someone new? It's important to be honest with yourself about where you are emotionally and take things at your own pace. Now, we're also going to want to consider the impact of dating on children if you have any. Introducing new partners to your children's lives can be challenging and emotionally fraught, especially in the aftermath of a divorce. Take the time to consider how dating may affect your children and be mindful of their needs and feelings as you navigate this new chapter of your life. Ultimately, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to dating after divorce. It's a deeply personal decision that depends on your individual circumstances and readiness. Trust yourself to know what's best for you, and don't rush into dating before you are emotionally prepared. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. Take the time to prioritize self-care, self-discovery, and self-love as you embark on this journey of healing. Really, that's going to do it for today's episode of Breaking Ties: A New You After Divorce. I want to thank you for joining me. And should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, please contact me using the information in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, take care. Hi, and welcome back to Breaking Ties: A New You After Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today I want to get into a topic that's, often overlooked, and that is how to thank your support network for being there for you once the divorce is final. Now, going through the divorce process can be one of the most difficult experiences of your life. Nobody disputes that. During this time, really having a strong support network of friends, family, and loved ones can really make all the difference. Let's look at some meaningful ways to express gratitude to the support network. Now, first, take the time to reach out individually to each person who's been there with you throughout the divorce process, whether it's a heartfelt phone call, a handwritten note, or personal conversation over coffee. Expressing your gratitude directly makes a lasting impression. Share your appreciation openly and sincerely. Let your support network know how much your kindness, empathy, and encouragement have meant to you during this difficult time. Acknowledge the specific ways they've helped you navigate the challenges of divorce and rebuild your life. Consider organizing a special gathering or event to thank your support network as a whole, whether it's casual backyard barbecue, dinner party, or at your favorite restaurant. We want to bring everyone together to celebrate and express gratitude in a meaningful way and show our appreciation. We can even get creative about it. Consider creating personalized thank you cards or photo albums or scrapbooks that capture the memories and moments you've shared with your support network throughout the divorce process. These thoughtful gestures can serve as lasting reminders of the strength and resilience you have shown. Don't forget to, really express gratitude for the little things, from a listening ear to a shoulder to cry on. Even the smallest acts of kindness can have a profound impact during challenging times. Take the time to acknowledge and appreciate the everyday moments of support. Finally, you're going to want to pay it forward. As you move forward into this new chapter of your life, consider how you can be a source of support and inspiration to others who may be going through similar challenges. By sharing your experiences and offering a helping hand to those in need, you can continue the cycle of kindness and compassion that has sustained you through the divorce process. Now, wrapping up, expressing gratitude to your support network after the divorce is final is not only a meaningful gesture, but also an opportunity to deepen your connections and strengthen your relationships. By taking the time to thank those who have been there for you, you can honor the journey you've shared together and embrace the new possibilities that lie ahead. That's all we have for today's episode of Breaking Ties, A New You After Divorce. I want to thank you for joining me. And should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, feel free to reach out to me. Divorce is not the end of your story. As you've already started to put together, it is the beginning of your next great chapter. Take care. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Ties, A New You After Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to discuss an important topic, transitioning kids to the parenting plan after the divorce is final. As we all know, divorce is really a challenging time for children, and adjusting to a new parenting plan can just add another layer of complexity to an already difficult situation. However, with a little patience, some communication, and a bit of empathy, you can help your children navigate this transition. So let's look at some tips for transitioning kids to the parenting plan after the divorce is final. Now, it's going to start with communication. Open, honest communication with your children about the new parenting plan. You're going to sit them down and explain the schedule, routines, and expectations in a clear and age-appropriate manner. Let them know that while things may be different now, they are still loved and supported by both parents. Be flexible and adaptable. Transitioning to a new parenting plan can be challenging for children, especially if it involves changes to their routines or living arrangements. Be patient with them as they adjust to the new dynamics and be willing to make adjustments to the plan as needed to meet their needs. You're going to want to encourage open communication and expression of feelings. Let your children know that it's okay to feel sad, angry, or confused about the changes in their family dynamics. Create a safe and supportive environment where they feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment or reprisal. Maintaining consistency and predictability whenever possible is pretty important. You want to establish clear schedules and routines for transitions between households and stick to them as much as possible. Consistency can help provide a sense of stability and security for children during this time of upheaval. And we're going to foster a positive co-parenting relationship with your ex-spouse if possible. While divorce may mark the end of your romantic relationship, it doesn't change the fact that you're still co-parent and share a common goal of providing the best possible care for your children. Keep lines of communication open with your ex-spouse and work together to address any challenges or concerns that arise. Finally, prioritize your children's well-being above everything else. Put aside any lingering animosity or resentment towards your ex-spouse and focus on what's best for your children. Be willing to compromise and collaborate with your ex-spouse to ensure that your children's needs are met and they feel loved and supported by both parents. Transitioning kids to the parenting plan after divorce is, it's really can be a challenging process. But if we have a little patience, work on our communication, and focus on our children's well-being, you can help them adjust to their new normal and thrive in the post-divorce timeframe. And that's it for today's episode of Breaking Ties, A New You After Divorce. Should you have any questions on this topic or other financial planning issues, feel free to reach out. Divorce is not the end of your story. As you already know, it is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, all the best.
We want to thank you for listening to this episode of Breaking Ties, A New You After Divorce with Mike Fulkerson. For questions, please reach out to Mike via email in the description or give him a shout at 630-444-1410. Remember to subscribe, like, and follow.